Hey guys, I'm Ben.
And I'm Tommy.
And we're coming at you with the news.
Yes, we are. Today, Ben, why don't you take the lead?
I am more than happy to take the lead on this one because Arboretum is getting a reprint.
Yes, it is.
By none other than one of my new favorite gaming companies, Renegade Game Studios.
Little hesitant about this one.
Are you, really?
Well, I love Renegade. Renegade does great.
Yeah.
I really like the look of the Z-Man one. And it works really well with Parade. And I want to have
nice
both of them.
Set there.
Yeah, nice little... cute little set.
Anyways, Arboretum is a fantastic card game where you're laying cards, collecting sets, making this hand management. It's awesome.
It's hard. It's got some choices,
one of my favorite games. So keep your eye open for that when it comes out through Renegade Game Studios.
For sure. On Kickstarter right now, there's Black Rose Wars. Rose Wars. There's a ton of stuff out for this already. I haven't done too much research into this. Brief reading here and there. It seems pretty interesting.
A lot of minis.
Yeah, some minis.
You're getting some plastic.
It seems kind of like a Summoner Wars, kind of Magic the Gathering-esque. You know, you have a summoner and you're creating this grimoire where you're adding spells to it.
Yeah.
And you're upgrading and getting like better things, but you're also doing quests and stuff on the side. And the board is also being destroyed as it goes.
Because what's a Magic game without destroying where you're at?
I don't know. It seems pretty cool.
Yeah, it's worth checking out.
Yeah, it's doing really well. So definitely check it out. It might be something that you're really looking forward to.
Yeah.
I also want to talk about Feudum real quick.
Feudum
is currently available. Now this was a Kickstarter a while ago. I don't actually remember when this came out. I think I remember seeing it and I was like, wow, that art looks way too weird.
Yeah, especially when I heard it was a Euro game. I was like,
I don't even think I looked into it just because the art was like, it threw me so off. But either way, it looks really cool. It is heavy. 4.57 last I checked.
That seems to be the consensus from most reviewers, yes.
Yeah, it is. Oh man, 4.57 out of 5. It is a heavy game, but it's very Euro-y. It looks epic.
Yeah,
like it looks like it's got a lot of cool stuff going on. So that's Feudum. Make sure you check that out. That's available through multiple different sites.
And that's one that I'm afraid that maybe because it was through a small publisher as a Kickstarter, once it runs out, it may be out for a while.
Hopefully not.
Hope not.
Yeah, I'd really like to get my hands on it personally.
In other news, speaking of heavy games, we have a Food Chain Magnate. The what I believe people consider the best Splotter game.
I would. The only one I've ever played.
Yeah, exactly. I can't really speak to that because it's the one I played as well. But it is a great heavy Euro game as you're managing supply and demand of different beverages and foods in a fast food chain restaurant, competing for the business of different people. It's pretty interesting, and it is once again one of those that once it comes into print, it gets eaten up quickly, and you are stuck waiting for a while.
Good one.
Yeah. That is Food Chain Magnate. Go find it while you can.
Also being reprinted by WizKids is Fury of Dracula 4th edition.
But wait. Wasn't that going to be dead and gone? And everyone was scalping their copies for. That's
it doesn't look like there's anything that's being changed here. It looks pretty similar. It looks like a very
I hope.
Well, I mean, streamlining isn't bad, but from what I understand, 3rd edition was pretty streamlined.
Pretty good,
from 2nd edition.
They've done a good job with it. I played it.
Moving on to app news.
I love apps.
I love apps too. I love playing apps, even though I don't get to do it enough for whatever reason. I can do it all by myself, and I don't ever do it. Anyway,
excuses.
Istanbul is coming to the App Store. I don't want to say App Store because I don't know exactly. I think it's coming to iOS, Android. Yeah. It's also coming to like PC and Apple.
That's typically the way it is. They
like
come
everything.
cross-platform now.
Yeah, exactly. And that's supposed to be hitting us Q2.
For those of you who are unfamiliar with letters and numbers, Q2 is quarter 2,
which I think we're in.
We are in quarter 2, yes.
So it should be coming soon.
And for those of you unfamiliar with quarter 2, that is the second quarter of the 12-month calendar year.
But it's broken up into different. Sometimes you have like the business quarters, which are like starting in March or February or something like that. I don't know.
Anyways, it should be soon.
Yeah, but that's being by Acram Digital, which they did 8 Minute Empire and Steam Rails to Riches.
I find it interesting how different companies can put out so many different apps. It's not like nothing is proprietary when it comes to apps. Like Istanbul's, I don't know.
I don't know.
It just doesn't.
I'm sure they had to go through some kind of like, hey, can we do this?
But You would.
Because I know that like people have done it and then they've been taken off.
Yeah. Asmodee, I guess, does all their own stuff.
Yeah.
Other stuff, I guess, is up for grabs.
Yeah. Well, also hitting us in Q2, crossing my fingers that this is going to be an iOS release. I think it's supposed to be.
Is it?
It
though?
says mobile and PC. So, oh man, I hope Scythe is coming to... And this has been news for a while. People have been talking about this for a while. But Q2 of this year, again, it's supposed to be coming out.
I think we would be hearing more about it.
Well, it's on... The betas already happened. I think it's on Steam already. I could be wrong. But I know there's some betas maybe that are out there. I'm really excited for this. When I heard this, I nearly jumped out of my seat. I was so ecstatic.
I would have loved to have seen that.
Yeah.
Were you at work?
No, I was at home.
Oh,
I think I was watching...
Not quite as awkward.
I think I was watching the Dice Tower.
And lastly, if you're into Kickstarter, there's another great-looking Kickstarter game that just went up, and that is the Forbidden City. It is by a designer who doesn't have many.
Do you want to hear the story behind this
games?
before we get into who this is?
Let's hear
because here's the story behind this.
Shoot.
I get an email from TMG. Now, I'll throw this out there.
He's on good terms with TMG.
I am not the biggest TMG fan when it comes to games. You know, Orleans was fine with me. I loved Coliseum beforehand. But like everything they put out, it just seems lackluster to me. And this isn't anything, you know, they've done great production and, you know, a lot of their games people love, but specific games, you know, I'm just not a huge fan of. So I get the email and I'm like, okay, fine, Forbidden City. I get home and, you know, I'm just chilling with McKenna and I'm like, oh, hey, there's this new game coming to Kickstarter. I'm probably not going to like it. It's TMG, so I'll just watch the video. And as it starts going, it's like, China, blah, blah, blah. Designed by Andreas Stedding.
Like, hey, we just talked
the guy who designed Hansa Teutonica. I'm like, oh, man. And as they're going, it's sounding more and more better to me. I'm just like, this is...
Yes.
Hun, we got to get this game.
So, hopefully it lives up to the Hansa Teutonica hype, because that is one of our favorite games.
Yes.
But anyways, it is this Chinese city emperor, you know, the whole shebang is you're gaining influence and
It's got an interesting concept. I'm not really sure exactly how it works in like how it like as you're actually doing it, playing the game, but it seems like it's a really interesting.
Yeah. And the deluxe version looks nice.
Metal components, I think.
Some, yeah.
This is actually co-published by TMG and Brewers
something
Games or something like that. Game Brewers, I think is what it is.
Sounds right.
So yeah, that's the news for this week. Make sure you check out all that stuff and go head over to a few of our videos and watch those if you got some free time, because we appreciate that.
Keep your eye open. Arboretum review coming tomorrow.
Yes.
So look out for that and see if that's something that you want to pick up.
For sure. For sure. Well, thanks for joining us today, guys, for the news. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
Bye.